We're here at AWFS 2017 in the SawStop booth with Matt Howard, who's going to show us some new accessories for SawStop's professional table saw. Matt, tell us more about them.
So this year, in late September, we're going to launch a whole new line of options for SawStop saws. They're meant to integrate and elevate your experience with a SawStop. Customers kept telling us that they wanted a solution for a router table that didn't take up any more footprint than they were already giving up for their awesome SawStop saw. And this way they had a solution that they didn't have to drill a bunch of holes in, didn't have to cut a bunch of holes in their rails. So we brought a SawStop router table that fits perfectly between your PCS or your ICS rails, and a router lift that just beats all. A 4-post chain drive router lift, so you have synchronized elevation and a positive lock so you don't get drift down. And you see this 27-inch table fits perfectly between it. In this 36-inch rip capacity professional cabinet saw, you end up with a full cast iron table all the way left to right, which just for me personally is just cool. And along with the table, you get this amazing aluminum extrusion fence that has adjustable face plates. Yep. You can shim the face plates, and you also have excellent dust extraction right out of this fence. If you want to elevate it, you add on the dust collection box below the table, and this just wise right into that. You bring 4-inch dust extraction to it. Here, I'll show you. So this is exciting for a couple of reasons. One, you're getting excellent dust extraction. You get downdraft in addition to what you're pulling off the fence itself. We know that routing is a messy business. It can be. So we can corral that. You bring your 4-inch collection to this. It also knocks the decibel level way down. Those universal motors on routers are really pitchy. And so this is going to cut that way down. You got your external power paddle and easy access to your router when you want to get to it.
Yep, magnetic door.
Yeah,
yep.
And one thing I didn't mention on the router lift is it actually comes shipped with different collar sizes, and so if you have, if you have that maximum size router, then it fits just right. But you also can do reduction collars to fit a few different router sizes.
Right, for many different models.
That's right. Yep. Yeah, and yep. I also want to show you our new outfeed table.
Okay, let's take a look.
So this is our new folding outfeed table, and the nice thing about this is it's actually flexible in its configuration to fit our contractor saw, our professional cabinet saw, and our industrial cabinet saw for the spread and the width of the cast iron. It sports a lot of weight, so it's actually cleared for 250 pounds, right? And then when you want to move the saw, one thing I should point out about this saw, which has a sliding table, has a inline router table, and has an outfeed table, is all supported by our industrial mobile base. So this is on the industrial mobile base with 4 independent casters. I can take this whole super saw assembly, and at any time I can take this table and I can fold it down, right? I can collapse that down, and now I am fully mobile. When my spouse says, I need the garage to park my car, are you done yet? I can move this to the side, right? Put that car in, but as soon as that car is out of here, I just flip this back up, put those legs down, and I'm back in business. Yeah, this has a solid plate right out the back of the blade, so that way if you're cutting small pieces, they're not falling through. You notice these rollers are outboard. We find they're most effective outboard. If somebody buys this and they're like, I like more rollers, then they could contact our service department and we'll sell them more rollers. We have opportunities down the sides and in the middle for additional rollers just to fit somebody's preference.
Sure.
So, but our goal, and even if sometimes people with our sliding tables, they actually delete this wing, you can configure this in a fashion where you can still keep this centered to the blade, but delete a portion of it so it's flush mount with your sliding table. Wow. So our goal is to optimize whatever experience you're having with your SawStop saw so you get maximum utilization.
Sure. Looks good.
Yeah, and with our sliding table this year, actually just this summer, we've introduced detents to our miter head on our SA48 sliding tables. By popular demand, we were always worried about fatigue in those detents. We made them extra burly, really thick steel, heavily machined, lock right in, and they'll give people years of accurate adjustment.
Great. So a lot of new accessories coming in late September for your SawStop saw to really expand its versatility. If our viewers want to get more information about SawStop saws or these accessories, what's your website?
SawStop.com.